most of the world still lives in poverty. And yet there's wealth demonstrated on a global basis. And you can look at every single thing that a person could want or be or do or have in this world, and you can find it someplace. It's not like, I mean, there's almost no place that TV and the internet doesn't reach anymore. So it's not that people don't know. So why is it that when a person does know, I'm not talking about people that don't know how to change, don't think that they can change. I'm talking about when somebody says, hey, I don't like this, I want this, I'm setting a goal to do that, and then they don't do it. Huh?
Fear.
It's not fear. Not fear.
Because they don't want it bad enough, they don't understand, or they don't understand the alternative that is about to happen to them.
She's right. They don't want it bad enough. You want to write that down? You can't, Frank was right. I mean, everybody that said something was right to a point. But you have to ask yourself, why is it that a person wants to change? They write their goals down, they write their affirmations, they listen to subliminal tapes, they go to every seminar on the frickin' planet, and then they go home and don't do anything. Why? Because they don't want it bad enough. They don't want it bad enough. It's a value conflict. We are, in every moment of every day, making a choice for ourselves. But if we're going to choose, if we have two things that oppose each other, you can't have both, you can only have one. You can't have wealth and poverty. You could either have wealth or poverty, but you can't have both. You can either choose to pick up the phone and ask for the sale, or you can choose to keep trying to put a different image on your website all day long. Right? You can either choose to ask for a higher dollar amount for what you're actually worth, or you could keep believing the story, I'm not ready to go there yet. Well, you wouldn't have the idea if you weren't ready. Right? In 1 second, we say we want something, and 2 seconds later, we talk ourselves out of the thing that we say that we want. And yet, it's all here. It's all here. How many times have you said, I'm just not ready to do that? Right? I'm just not ready to do that. Someday I'll do that. Maybe I need to stair-step my way. I'll charge $50 and I'll give them 6 months of coaching, unlimited phone calls. They'll get 75 emails a day. I'll send them a box of chocolates. I'll hire somebody to do their website, right? You got to think. We really have to think. Earning what you want in your life and in your business is, and Arjan will attest to this, it's a math problem. It is a math problem. You determine how often you want to work. You determine when you want to work. You determine who you want to work with. You determine how much money you want to make. And then from there, it's a math problem. Is that right? It's a math problem. The math determines what you're going to charge. The math determines how much you have to sell. And if you look at the number and go, you just made a different choice. Mathematically, God said, hey, you can have that. Because mathematically it works. But if you're going to choose something different, it stops.